Now the topic. Hi all. Now the topic is Salesforce Spring 2022 release top new features. The first feature is edit multiple fields inline on the report run page beta. Now you can update statuses and clean up data without rerunning your reports. After save time while staying up to date by editing multiple records inline on the report run page. Then make inline changes in multiple rows or columns and then save all the changes with a single click. It's a perfect way to update multiple statuses or clean up data without having to rerun your report. Then this feature changes applies to lightning experience in groups, essential, professional, enterprises, performance, unlimited, and developer. These are all the editions. Then how to set up this feature in our org is go to setup and click frameworks, enter reports and dashboards, then select reports and dashboard settings. We need to enable inline editing and reports lightning experience only. Before enable this checkbox, the page is displayed like this. We can't edit the rows and columns. Now I will show you in my arc how to enable this feature in. Go to setup. Enter reports and dashboard settings. Click on that. And enable inline editing and in reports lightning experience only. We need to enable and save. Then go to the report object. Then I created already one report. Then we need to you see the pencil icon. We need to change this value. After enable that field, we need to change that value, field value. And click. This is the new feature. Then another feature is convert workflow rules to flow. First up, we have a platform tool in beta to convert workflow rule to flow. The conversion tool does exactly what it says does. Is take your workflow rule and make a flow. It's even offered to swap them out by deactivating your workflow rule to and deactivating your flow. We have not had a chance to fully run this tool through the winger, but it seems to make a smart choice. Like selecting a before save record trigger flow versus an after save one. It sets the entry criteria and run condition as well. The tool even helpfully suggests testing the flow before activating it. This feature changes applies to lightning experience in group edition, essential edition, professional, enterprises, performance, and unlimited and developer editions. We need to create one workflow rule. After that, convert to workflow rule to flow. Now I show you how to convert workflow rule to flow. Click on setup. Enter workflow rule. Continue. I created one workflow test demo. This workflow rule, the rule criteria is account name not equal to null. I want to update rating equal to hot. This workflow rule I want to convert flows. This is the migrate your workflow rule to flows. We need to enter migrate to flow. In this, we need to select one and migrate to flow and switch activations. After that, we win flow builder. We click on that. The workflow rule is converted flow builder. Like this. This is the another feature. And back to my PPT. Then another feature is place flow elements automatically with auto layout generally available. Building flows and aligning elements in easier with auto layout. Elements on the canvas are spaced, connected and aligned automatically, saving you time and keeping your canvas neatly organized. Auto layout is normally the default canvas layout for flows. User template also now open in auto layout. This feature changes applies to Lightning Experience and Salesforce Classic in Essential, Professional, Enterprises, Unlimited and Developer Editions. To switch between auto layout while in freeform, select auto layout from the drop-down menu. To insert an element, click where you want to it run. Flow Builder then shows the option and possible elements for that location. I will show you. This is the drop-down menu. This is the auto layout and freeform. We need to change freeform and auto layout. This is the new feature. And flows have a lot of new features is there. Leverage flow trigger flow exposure will shows all the flows that are associated with a specified object and that runs when a record is created, updated or deleted. I will show you. Open flow trigger explorer for account. Then click on that. It will show. This is object. You can select the object and record is created, updated, deleted. This is the new feature. And back to PPT. Building flows and aligning element is easier with auto layout, which is now the default canvas layout for flows. I told already. In auto layout, you can quickly access subflows right from the canvas. I'll show you. In freeform, we cannot add the elements. We can add in auto layout only. We can add the subflows. We can click the plus button. We can add the subflows. Okay, I will show you. Like this. We can add that subflow. We can create a subflow. We can add. This is the new feature. And customize the previous, fast, next, and finish button label text in the flow builder. This is the new feature. Create enter flows. create new flow.
So this is applicable only for screen flow, Ramu?
Yes, sir. These buttons are applicable only screen flow. Previous, pause, next, and finish buttons. Screen flow. These buttons are available. We can change this name, button label name. We can. Like this. You enter some name. Save. Screen flow label name. Text demo. Yeah, automatically change. This is the new feature. It is applicable only screen flow. These buttons are applicable only screen flow. Flows can now be ordered. You can define a trigger order value only for before or an after save record trigger flow, an object. For example, you can prioritize an after save flow to run before either after save flow on the case object, but you cannot prioritize an after save flow to run before any before save flow or before any apex trigger. Multiple flows can have the same trigger order value. I will show you. Whenever you click on save as button, show advanced, you click on that. The trigger is ordered. One field called trigger order. You enter some number, the trigger is ordered. This is the enter a number from 1 to 2000 to prioritize the order that the flow trigger run for the specified object. This is the new feature. And flow name and version now appear on your browser tab titles, which makes easy to find. I'll show you. Open flow trigger explorer for account. You click on that, and we can see the clear cut information, which version is activated, which version is deactivated. We can show like this. And another feature is user record fields to directly add phone, email, and pick list fields to your flow screens. And flow shortcut to access your most frequently used elements from the top of the add element menu. I'll show you. Click on plus button. This is shortcuts. Update triggering record flow. This is a new feature is shortcut. And use migrate to flow to
1 minute, Ramu. Last time you said right flow name and version. Go to that screen, your screen, Salesforce screen.
yes,
That means here, Ramu, you can see right in the right top left side flow builder. Left side.
left side.
And yeah, after that you can see right. That is they are referring. Which version is currently you are open? Version 1, version 2. Browser tab is this one. Yeah.
And we are clear cut information like
there also you can see, but if you want to see in the browser tab means that there only. Here you can see how many versions are there.
yes.
There you can
we
see
can activate.
Version.
We can activate.
You can activate which version you want to activate.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. And another feature is Lightning Console new feature. Lightning Console new console section can be started without loading workspace tabs from previous sections in the app setting. Then go to the setup and app manager, click on app manager. Under the setup and permissions, select app permission settings and enable clear workspace tabs for each new console. I'll show you. In this, select App Manager. Click App Manager. Select Lightning Console app. Click on Edit. So select app options, and I already enabled. We need to enable clear workspace tabs for each new section. After enable this clear workspace tab for each new console section is in Lightning Console app. The section is log outed. We need to log in after. We don't want to. We avoid workspace. We avoid workspace tabs from previous sections. Okay. The another feature is control the default record your user see with scoping rules. Based on criteria that you select, you can set the scope of records that your user see. Use a scoping rule to help your user see only the records that are relevant to them. A scoping rule does not restrict the record access that your users already have. They can still get to all the records that they have access to for your org sharing settings. This feature changes applies to Lightning experiencing only for performance and unlimited editions. Scoping rules are available for all custom objects and these standard objects: account, case, contact, event, lead, opportunity, task. These few objects support only scoping rules. Another feature is edit opportunity fields inline in pipeline inspection. Sales team can keep their opportunities accurate by editing fields inline while they are reviewing their pipelines. If opportunities in the list are all of the same record type, multiple records can be edited at the same time. To edit an opportunity field, however, over the field, similar to other list view, a pencil icon appears if the field is editable. You can show the pic. Now I will show you. Click on opportunity button, opportunity tab. You will show pencil icon. You can edit. You can want to edit. You can change this. Click on save. The field name is changed. This is a new feature. And another feature is save time with mass shift updates. Now with just a few clicks, your shift managers can update shift in bulk. They can create a background task that assign agents, updates, shift statuses, or does both in a batch of shifts. When updating shifts in bulk, all the scheduling rules, objects, and share resources, preferences, and taken into account. On the shift tab, click the mass shift update and select an actions. This is a navigation. Click on shift tab, click on mass shift update, select an action. To determine which shift to update, managers can specify dates, service territories, job profiles, and status setting. This is a very useful feature in real time. What do you want to do? We assign shifts, update shift status, assign shifts, and update shift status. The another feature is experience a more efficient collaborative forecast setups. Now available in Lightning experience only, forecast settings has a whole new look and feel. We brought forecast types and forecast settings together so that you get everything on a one page only. And we added a range of resources to help you get started. Setup never been easier. To the navigations, click on setup, enter the forecast settings, create forecast setting type, select an object forecast type. I'll show you. Click on setup. Enter forecast settings. Click on that. Create a forecast type. Click on start. In single page only, we brought forecast types and forecast settings together so that you get everything on one page only. Select an object. After select an object, specify a measure. Which measure? Amount or quality? I'm selecting amount, and then select a date type. Which date type? Close date. Then choose a hierarchy, user role. Then name your forecast type. Enter your forecast type. Test demo. Developer name, and then click next. You can see all the information and click save. After saving, we need to display some fields. You can add, otherwise leave it. Then click next. Everything is done. Okay, this is a new feature. And another one is, see which Quip user are connected to Salesforce. Identify the user who have not connected Salesforce and Quip, and then send the email reminder. After they complete the setup, your user can access all Quip features in Salesforce, and he added live Salesforce data to documents. Also, your Quip engagement metrics become more accurate. The navigation is click on setup, then find box, enter the Quip, and then select Quip Salesforce Anywhere. Under reminder Quip user to connected a Salesforce, click get user and template. Get user template click. After clicking get user and template, from the window, copy of list to your email address and the reminder email template. Select that, and in your email client, paste the copied and content into a new email. The page is displayed like this. After done this process, in developer point of view, create a custom component for email template builder. With custom component, you can help marketers and managers create more engaging email content for their customers. To configure a custom component, use in the email template builder, define a metadata in component.js.meta.xml. This is tag we can use. Define lightning static email target and set is exposed to true. This is a developer point of view. Another feature is check your data at a glance in Data Manager. Data Manager has a brand new look. The streamlined connections view in Data Manager now lets you see connections in column list. Get details when you click on a connection in the new usage view. We have improved visibility into your usage and limits. To access Data Manager, select the manager from the Analytic Studio homepage. On Analytic, click on Analytic Setup, click Findbox Analytics, and click on Homepage. The Data Manager is visible. You click on that, the page is displayed like this. And another one is test permissions test group with the calculate permission set group method. Calculate permission set group method. Modify the recalculate permission set group in Apex text using the calculate permission set group method in the system.test class. With this method, you can force a calculation of aggregate permissions on a permission set group object during a development. And the last one is easily find the right report for a new reports. Take the guesswork out of report type selection when creating a report. With the enhanced report type selector, quickly access recently used report types, and view the fields and objects that are included. See at a glance which report type are standard or custom, and keep the number of available report type manageable by hiding one that you don't need. This is the pick after choosing the report type. I find these new features, I collect. Yes, done, sir.
Okay, Ram. So these are very new helpful features. Okay, please go through these features, and even in the interview also they will ask nowadays what are the latest features available in the Salesforce in the Spring 22. Okay, thanks, Ram. This is a good presentation.